morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio, so today we need to be having a little bit of a look at some new secret rares that are coming around in Crimson Haze, which is kind of fun. Remember, Twilight Masquerade was revealed yesterday, and these cards are therefore going to be featuring in Twilight Masquerade, which is rather lovely. Today, we got some secret rares, and I am delighted, and we should probably start with Greninja. Now, I did show you this one briefly in the video earlier, but look, I'm showing you a video about the new secret rares. What am I going to do, not show you that Greninja again? The more I look at this, I told you earlier I can't decide if I love it or not. The more I look at this, the more I'm thinking I probably do actually love it. And we all know Greninja's cool. Like, Greninja's super popular, but Greninja is cool. It has, of course, got that phenomenal attack that for a single energy does 170 and searches any card from your deck. And 170 means that with weakness, you'll one-hit KO literally anything. And then free energy, trash 2 energy from this Pokemon, or discard 2 energy, and you do 120 to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. Bearing in mind we have Boomerang energy now, so you can basically discard the 2 energy, but one of them's Boomerang energy, you reattach it straight away, and then next turn you just need to attach a single basic energy and you're attacking again? Yeah, sounds good to me. But we've also got ourselves a new Hisuian Growlithe. And yes, Hisuian Growlithe. Because of the whole pairing thing, we'll get there in a minute. Actually, let's get there now. We got a pair of cards. It's Hisuian Growlithe and Perrin. And oh my goodness, look. I met Ghidorah, the artist, when I went to Creatures, the World Championships. I went to Creatures, met Ghidorah. It was awesome. I had Ghidorah sign an Arven. It is one of my very, very, very favourite Pokemon cards in my collection, because Ghidorah is a phenomenal artist, and having any card signed by Ghidorah is wonderful. I want to meet Ghidorah again, so I can get these cards signed, because, oh my word, they're stunning. Absolutely stunning. Of course, they're both done by Ghidorah, which makes perfect sense, and of course, we've got the Perrin, which is from the view of Hisuian Growlithe looking up at her. And then you've got the Hisuian Growlithe from the point of view of Perrin looking down. It's such a wonderful pair of cards. I absolutely adore these. The problem is, I believe this Perrin is going to be a very expensive card. But, oh, it's become one of my chase cards from the set. I can't lie to you. Had to show you these cards together. Now, if we have a look at the Growlithe, it's fine. It's okay. What we've got here is 0 energy, discard a stadium in play. It's alright. Bit of stadium hate. 2 energy, 40 damage, plus 10 to itself. Yeah, it's not particularly good. But I'm talking about the playability because I want to talk about Hisuian Arcanine. Oh, I love Hisuian Arcanine. I'm a huge fan of Hisuian Arcanine. Now, for free energy, 90 damage plus burn? No. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. But no energy, 30 damage, if any of your bench Pokemon have any damage counters on, you do 120. That is not a high bar. That is not a high bar by any stretch of the imagination. If any of your Pokemon, bench Pokemon, have any damage counters on, oh my, yes. I love this. As a side note, this is a pretty good hard and fast rule. Anytime you need self-damage, most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, stadium cards should be your go-to. Stadium cards should be your go-to here. And right now, we got Gapejaw Bog, that when you bench a basic Pokemon, you get 2 damage counters. We've got Calamitous Snowy Mountain, that when you attach an energy to one of your basic non-water Pokemon, you put 2 damage on. Not so good here, because you'd have to attach it to your Hisuian Growlithe, and you don't really want to attach energy anyway, so Gapejaw Bog, probably the better option here, but just pointing out that generally speaking, when we're looking for self-damage, stadiums are usually your friend. Which is a weird thing to say about something that's going to hurt you. But the point is, the damage isn't a problem, and you're basically looking at a pretty standard, whenever you feel like it, 120 for no energy? That's absurd, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely absurd. And let's not forget, we've still got a Hisuian Arcanine. One that is not too shabby. One that, if you've got no cards in hand, does 160 for no energy. And now, I really love the combo here, because it's a case of, well, you've got the 120 in the bag. 120 is gonna happen. You can try and empty out your hand and do 160, yay. But even if you don't empty out your hand and do 160, yay, you're still doing 120. That sounds alright by me. And of course, fighting is a great weakness to be hitting against lightning Pokemon, darkness Pokemon, some of them the ones that are poison in the game, colorless Pokemon. It is awesome and I love it. Big fan. But what about Perrin? Well, I showed you the other day that there was a full art Perrin. I said that there was a decent chance we'd be getting a special illustration rare, but I couldn't tell you one way or the other. And I did tell you, and they do this a lot, when they reveal the full arts in the videos, in the YouTube videos, they reveal the full arts. If there is a special illustration rare, they generally don't reveal it at the same time. So we were waiting, it's now been revealed, and look, I like the full art. I love the special illustration rare. And the fact that it's Ghidorah and the fact that it's paired with a Growlithe just makes me very, very happy. Of course, we know what the deal with Perrin is by now. It is, well, it's basically, I like to call it a double Pokemon communication. You get 2 Pokemon in your hand, shuffle them into your deck, and then you can go and get 2 different Pokemon. It works quite nicely. I like it. It's a cool card. But it really is the artwork here, I think, that is going to attract more people. It's just ridiculous, and I love it. So yeah. Full art, cool. Oh my goodness, I've just realised, I'm sure you all saw this straight away, I'm sorry. But just in case you didn't see it like me, you can see Hisuian Growlithe's smiling face in the lens of the camera. I did not notice that was a thing. Oh my word, I love these cards. I'm definitely going to overpay for these cards. The good news is, even if they're ridiculous, well, the Growlithe is probably going to be fine. Even if the Perrin is ridiculously expensive in Japanese, remember the English cards are never that expensive. It's going to be okay. What's that? Not enough secret rares? How about an Eevee? And this is another card, which I think you all should have been pretty gosh darned expecting. Because remember that Pokemon Day collage I've shown you a few times? Well, it clearly had a new illustration rare Eevee on. Oh, look. Look how that worked out. Now we've got the illustration rare Eevee. And it's kind of cool, honestly. And it's just lots of Eevee sitting around on a chair. Done by Narumi Sato. And it's kind of adorable. In terms of the regular art of the Eevee, it's cool. It's alright. It's fine. But look at the Eevee, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the Eevee. But it's actually not a bad card either. Free energy, 20 damage, flip a coin. If heads, it does 20 more. Yes, you can do 40 damage for just free energy if you flip a heads. No. But it's also got Ascension, an attack we've seen many, many times before. Basically, for 1 colorless energy, you search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it onto this to evolve it. Okay, I hear you shout. Wouldn't it be nice if we could have some Pokemon that evolve from Eevee? Yes. Yes, it would. And yes, you can. We've got ourselves a Leafeon and a Glaceon here. Neither of which are stunning, but look, if I'm telling you about the Eevee and I'm showing you the illustration rare Eevee, I'm going to do this. Now, the Glaceon is one that's really disappointing for me. 2 energy, 70, nah mate. And then we've got single energy, 30 damage, and at the end of your opponent's next turn, the Pokemon that was hit by this attack takes 9 damage counters. You put 9 damage counters on them. But it is at the end of your opponent's next turn. So they can... We've seen attacks in the past that KO at the end of your opponent's next turn. This isn't even that. This is 9 damage counters. It's not good enough. Sorry. Hey-ho. There is a Leafeon, though, which has got 2 energy 70 again and a single colorless energy. And what it does is it lets you attach a grass energy from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. And if you do, you heal all damage from them. Only to one, incidentally. It very clearly says you have to choose one Pokemon, so you can't just do this and heal all of your Pokemon completely. Then it would potentially be good as a fun little tech. But no, ladies and gentlemen, no. Neither of these are particularly good, I'll be honest with you. But we've got an Eevee with Ascension. That's pretty cool. Yay! But yeah, sorry. And look, there is a new Eevee, and a new Glaceon, and a new Leafeon. But I don't think we're going to be winning any tournaments with them yet. The Hisuian Arcanine, though. Oh, I'm hyped, ladies and gentlemen. I can build with that, dude. So there we go. Those are the new secret rares. Obviously, the Greninja's amazing. Obviously, the Perrin Growlithe combo is stunning. And I know some people like Eevee as well. But now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think about these cards. Tell me which ones of these are going to be your chase cards from the set. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWarty. That's where we talk about Pokemon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. And get shout-outs on the channel, like the lovely James Siapinski, who's been a supporter of ours for a long time now and is a very lovely person. So shout out to them for the support and the loveliness. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.